What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, Leon from Leon Talks TV. And I want to talk about something that many of might have noticed, but never fully explored or understood why some women are so fascinated with guys like the so-called Pookies and the RayRays. And if you don't know, these are considered those classic thug types, the street guys. You know, the kind I mean, the so-called bad boys in the street, often living that life on the edge. But what makes these guys so appealing to women? These archetypes represents more than just a lifestyle. They have traits that resonates with many women on a deeper level, from their swagger and their charm to their willingness to take those risks. You see, the thug archetype often catch attention in ways that might surprise you. It's not just about the excitement of dating a bad boy. There are reasons behind this attraction that are worth looking into. In this discussion, we explore why women are drawn to these types of men. We'll take a close look at those qualities that make them stand out, from how they spend their money to the confidence they show. You might even find some surprising insights into why these so-called bad boys can be so appealing, despite the chaos and the drama that often comes with them. However, there are many other reasons why women go for these thugs, but we'll focus on 6 traits that they possess. So let's dive in and uncover traits that keep some women coming back more and more as we explore the complex and often surprising dynamics of attraction in these relationships. Chapter 1. They are spenders. You see a lot of so-called Pookies and RayRays. You know, the thug archetypes, they're most likely involved in criminal activities. Let's call it what it is, right? So which often means they're getting money quickly and spending it just as fast, right? So what happens when they start making good money, especially those who are doing well in the so-called streets, right? What I tend to see is that they don't mind splurging on women. They make their money, and then after that, they hit the clubs, they buy a section, and then start popping bottles and live a lavish lifestyle. Drive all the nice cars, the fancy cars, and they're always dripped out in designer clothes. Now, women become a byproduct of this lifestyle, enjoying the perks that come with it. There's a clear correlation between guys making money in the streets and the tendency to spoil women. This is why you often hear women say they like the bad boys, the drug dealers, or the scammers, because these types of guys love spending money on women. They enjoy showing off their wealth, even though they're risking their lives and freedom. Since the money comes in so quickly, there seems to be a different appreciation for how they spend it. They think I made this money today, maybe $1,000, $2,000, $5,000, or even $10,000 or pounds, however you want to put it, and I can make it back tomorrow. That's the mentality that they have. So for them, it's pretty much nothing. So when it comes down to it, really, fast money, a little bit of free time, these men often hustle in informal, risky ways to make money quickly rather than work in traditional 9-to-5 jobs, which means they have more free time to spend with women as well as being spenders. So the ability to provide material desires quickly can be attractive to a lot of women. Chapter 2, the bedroom game. Now, sexual experience. These men often have reputations for being sexually experienced and able to meet women's sexual desires better than the so-called, which adds to their appeal. So when it comes to those tough guys or so-called bad boys, a lot of women perceive them as capable of laying the smack down in the bedroom. What some might call, the bedroom bullies, right? So this is how many women view these guys. There's something appealing about their tough exterior. And this is why a lot of the so-called Pookies and RayRays, like the broke types, not the ones that are getting money, but there's ones like, for example, let's say a Pookie and a RayRay that's just come out of jail. He's come out of jail. He's not really making any money or doing this. A lot of the times, a lot of women will put up with these guys and put them up in housing and make them live in the house rent free because their bedroom game is on point, and that's how they get away with a lot of these type of things, right? So when it comes down to bad boys and their image, the idea is that if they can handle themselves in the streets, they can certainly perform well in the sheets. If you catch my drift. So when you really think about it, women often see nice guys as soft, tender, and caring when it comes to the bedroom activities, basically making sweet romantic love. However, sometimes some women just wanted a bit of excitement. They might be looking for someone who can take charge and and be a little rough or maybe extremely rough, depending on the woman, you know what I mean? But the point is, different strokes for different folks. What appeals to one person might not appeal to another person. Chapter Protection. I believe one of the reasons women are drawn to certain types of men regarding the thug archetype, or especially those with a tough or aggressive demeanor, is because they see them as protectors. When a man has a strong physical presence, whether that's being tall, muscular, or displaying confidence, it can create an image of safety and security. And especially if that person has a reputation in the streets, like he's known for violence, he's known for instilling fear amongst the other men, this can be seen very highly attractive to a lot of women, as it might suggest that as a couple, if they're confronted in violent situations, or they put in violent situations, they know their man could handle that situation and also be able to protect them as well. You see, women often appreciate this protective quality because it suggests that the man can handle himself in tough situations. It's not just about being physically strong, it's about the aura of leadership and dominance that comes with it. This can be incredibly appealing, as many women want to feel safe and secure in their relationships. Chapter Confidence and Cold Approach. When we talk about street guys, one thing that stands out is their confidence. These individuals often come across as really outspoken and even a bit outlandish. But have you ever wondered what drives that confidence? A big part of it comes from their experience in the streets. Living in a tough environment can build a competitive nature. They have to be assertive to survive, and that survival instinct shapes their personality. When you're used to facing danger and navigating high stress situations, you develop a fearless attitude. That fearlessness translates into how they approach everything in life, including talking to women. You often find that these street guys can be incredibly charming and funny. Their humor can come from a place of creativity and resilience. They learn to use their wit as a tool to connect with others, making them relatable and engaging. Many people might not see this side of them because they focus solely on the tough exterior, but there's often a depth and personality that shines through. So in a nutshell, the confidence of a street guy is rooted in their life experiences, is shaped by their need to survive and strive in challenging environments, and that boldness can make them quite effective when approaching women. They bring a unique blend of bravado and humor that not everyone recognizes, but it's definitely worth acknowledging. Chapter They have a sense of humor. A lot of street guys have a sense of humor, believe it or not. There are actually a lot of them that are funny. But don't get me wrong, they are introverted as well. There are some street guys that are introverted, and the ones that just be in the corner, sometimes, with a mean mug screwing their face, don't really say much, but for the most part, quite a lot of them are actually quite funny. Even though they're out here maybe running from the police, having been in prison fights, busting their ratchets, if you know what I mean, getting into street fights, they actually have time to be funny and crack jokes. And we all know women love a man that can make them laugh. It's all about feelings when it comes to women, right? Chapter Toxicity. Some women are attracted to toxic relationships, and this is particularly significant in the context of a Pookie and RayRay types. For these women, having something to go wrong in their relationship or experiencing drama feels better or more familiar, possibly rooted in childhood trauma. The attraction to toxic relationship reflects a pattern where these women might betray their own well-being because they lust after the intense and chaotic energy that toxic men like Pookies and RayRay harness. So, conclusion. The allure of Pookie and RayRay archetypes is multifaceted phenomenon shaped by various factors including financial allure, cultural conditions, and psychological dynamics. While these men may embody traits that attract women, such as confidence, charm, and adventurous lifestyle, the complexities of their relationship often reveal deeper issues rooted in toxicity and risks. Anyways, so those are the traits. If you enjoyed this video and you want more of these type of videos, just give me a comment. What do you think about these traits? Would you incorporate these traits, or do you have these traits already? On that note, I'll leave it there, and make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Yours truly, Salute.